Well, good morning, campers. It's the 29th of December. About 6:20 in the AM. Well, I stayed in Heytesbury yesterday. And I got a little bit of a water leak out me. The heater was fitted. I don't know what it's doing, but I don't know if I pumped out or done it, how I've done it. Well, I'm up here at Stonehenge at the moment. And obviously too dark to show you outside. But I'll show you later. I happened to be in a restaurant the other day, and this blind man came in, and he was sat there, in the waiter come up, and he said, "Can I help you, sir?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm blind." He said, "So I'm not very good at ordering things." He said, "If you bring me a dirty fork," he said, "I'll give it a sniff." He said, "And tell you what I want." So he brought him out a couple of dirty forks. He smelt one. He said, "No." He said, "No, fancy chicken." He smelt the other one. He said, "Oh yeah." He said, "I'll have the lamb in the mint sauce." So the bloke went and got it and come back. That was it. And I was in there, I don't know, just a little bit later, next day, day after, I can't quite remember. And the guy come in again. And sat near me, and I seen the waiter look at him. And the waiter went out, and I could see the waiter talking to somebody over the past, like. And I seen her sort of reach down and went like that and sort of pulled her up. I think she must have rubbed it on in her knickers or something. And he brought it back out and he said, "You are three sets of fork." And the blind man went, "Oh," he said, "I didn't know Brenda worked here." Well, as you can see, I don't want to start the break up here at Stonehenge. Make the stones out. Still there. Nice to see. Beautiful sky. Well, there you go, Stonehenge, a little after sunrise. I've just rang Chris. He was meant to meet me yesterday, but he got tangled up with a chap had a few drinks, so it's not a problem. But I've just rang him from Stonehenge here, and he's told me he's down in Stapleford, which is about 5 miles away. So we're gonna go down and see him and crack on. Yeah. Let's turn the pump off.
Yeah, pump's still running, mate.
I don't think that's right.
I don't think that's right either, mate.
No.
There's a pipe down in there.
So let's pull something else off. Oh, there's my fucking stick I was looking for. That's what I'd use. I'd use one of those as a bin. Yeah. Where's me fucking 2p?
So there's another pipe come off somewhere, isn't there?
Something's off, yeah. This.
Did you not go back and see him?
Yeah, I'll go back now. Yeah.
He's got enough water on board at the moment.
Yeah. I'll fill him.
Can you not turn your pump off?
Yeah, I've turned it off.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, if I put some more water in, fill him up.
Put him right up there, then.
Yeah. Then he can do whatever he wants to do then, can't he?
Yeah. Bummer.
Well, I'm down outside Chris' house in Westbury. He was out near Salisbury, and I went out. I stayed at Stonehenge. I went out there and he looked at the thing and he found this pipe that was kinked. Well, not kinked, had a little kink in the rubber and it was dripping. So he changed that for a new one, and that was all good. But I never had no water, so I nipped into Amesbury, my mate Cliff Maple, Diamond Geezer and his missus, filled up with water, and I'll think I can put the video on of it pouring out the fucking door, pouring out the sliding door like a fucking waterfall.
I think I can get that little video. And because I sent the video to Chris and saying, I'm sure this ain't right. You know, just a jest. Because I mean, it don't really matter, does it? I mean, the guys are doing the best they can. Chris is fucking brilliant in what he does. So, and he sealed it. And it was done. And then when the water was pissing out, anyway. So I got here, and he gets in the back, lifts it up, and he said, well, it's dry in here, mate. He said, I don't know what it is. He said, I can hear fucking water running though. So I opened the back door, and it's pissing out the back doors, the double back doors. And opened the cupboard, and what it is, a pipe that's meant to have a compression fitting on it. And I can remember 5 or 6 years ago, it leaked, so I put a Jubilee clip on it. And it fucking popped off, innit? And that's all it was. So he's just got here, done it. But really professional. I mean, he didn't screw it on and left it. He screwed it off, got the paper and wiped it all down and done like it good. So, if you ever want a good plumber or a good bloke to work on your caravan, he's the fucking man. That's it. It's all done. No pump running. Listen, quiet in it. Oh, I like quiet. I don't go out this way very often, but out at Eddington Parish Church, I just thought I'm driving by, I'll just pop in and see Dobbo and see how he's life's treating him. Well, it's not treating that fucking, what's it, he's been dead fucking years. But I mean, which one is it? It's one of these along here, isn't it? Here he is. Don't know who looks after it now. But he would have been 60. 5th of May, 1997 he went. He died as he lived, everybody's friend. Bit what do you call it, birthday cards really, isn't it? But at least he's remembered. I don't know how his dad's getting on, but he used to keep it nice. It looks like it's kept nice, doesn't it? But it's certainly a nice place. He was only one of very few that was here. Only planted him. This is a chair. Oh, that's Dobbo's as well. You got yourself a plaque, son. You always like badges. I don't know what's going on here though. I didn't even know all this was here. Private garden, they're right away. Here's a church. Gates founded by the Edmonton Station Yard Limited as part of their community support program. Nice gate, isn't it? If you like a gate. Quite a nice spot, isn't it? You know, that's not a bad place to get planted, is it? It's under a little tree, George Henry Witt. Here's a nice spot here. Yeah, been 25 years now. I think he's been gone. Don't think about him as much as I used to, but when I do, I really miss you, fucker. They say you never get old. You'll still be black, long hair. Remember he said to me that he started life in the gutter and worked his way down. He took me with him, which was quite good. Oh. Still puts a lump in my throat and tears in my eyes thinking about him. But it's certainly a nice spot. I came over here once before. A spanner. And I come down here, and my feet, it went from under me, it was raining, and I finished up landing on my fucking shoulders, soaking wet. When I got back to Gina's, I had my trousers in my pocket, and I had to dry back in my pants. I've stayed here before, never had no problem. It's quite a place. I parked, I think, I can't remember, no, I never backed between there. I fancied one of them sheds wasn't there, and I backed in there. I can't really remember. But there's a defibrillator there. Back in here under the trees wasn't too bad, was it? Certainly a beautiful old church. I didn't know there was toilets here. Obviously there are. Oh, it's all locked up though. Oh, the car park in these lavatories are provided for those taking part in services or pre-arranged visits or events to the church. There's maybe the one. We've got a cycle rack, which is quite useful. Got something hanging on in my van, haven't I think that's a lot of my insulation. But it's certainly a beautiful spot, isn't it? What a beautiful church. Lovely. Well, there you go. And just remember, whatever they say about me, I'm too old to die young. I don't think any of you people, or not lately, have mentioned me parking on the corner. I used to be a place that I used to stay quite regularly. And as you can see, it's a lot of people out there. It's a corner. I used to ride out trials bikes through the woods when we were younger. And that's the way to London, really, up the lane when I go. That's where we're actually parked, is on this junction. But I would refer to it as the corner. And you'll none the wiser now, are you? It's a beautiful spot. It's a bit windy. We're out of the way of the trees. There's a beautiful view over that way. And that's back across the ranges. And the main car park on Westbury White Horse is over there. Can you see all the cars? Basically, if you go, yeah, if you go out that way and go along and turn left, you come in the car park that way. If you go this way and turn right, you'll come to that car park that way. But it certainly is a nice spot. I remember to show me. I left them on all last night. Well, they don't use much electricity anyway. It's got those fucking hell, interesting. Yeah, the lights were they're DRLs, and what they do, they go bright in the daylight and they go dull at night when I got my headlights on. So they act as marker lights. But when you switch the ignition on off, they're meant to come bright for a minute and a half, and then go off. But I fitted the box somewhere on the front of here, and I think it got a drop of water in, and they started flickering and doing all sorts. So I moved it. Then they stopped. Then they wouldn't switch off. So I thought myself, the simplest way of doing that, maybe not the proper way, but I put a for switching the earth line about 7 years ago, and it's been fine ever since. Yeah, so I don't think there's much more to say really. I think I'll get this video loaded up because it won't be a long one again. Yeah, it was nice going over and seeing Dobbo. You know, well, you wouldn't notice the difference with him being fucking alive because he was never exactly a noisy bloke. But yeah, we fucking miss him. Yeah, we had many good crack together. Anyway, cheer up. I'll speak to you all later. Remember, stay classy, fighting. Love you all. Bye bye. And you, Skins. Happy New Year to everybody. Day early. Happy New Year. Happy New Year Eve. Yeah, that's right. No. Happy New Year Eve. So, I'll speak to you later.